Hello, good evening, and once again, welcome well, I say once again, it's sort of a new that I'm doing, as you can see down here, Midweek Makings. What started out as the lockdown live stream, now lockdown sort of finished, it sort of morphed into Wooden Wednesdays. Oh, that was part of lockdown live stream, and then I started doing Lego and Nano, and yeah, things have sort of progressed, and I've decided to rebrand it all as just Midweek Makings, because it's Wednesday, it's the middle of the week, and this is the stream where I don't spend very much time looking at you. You can spend the time looking at me, but more interestingly, you look down here. See, it's even here now. I'm happier with that side, because I can spread out over this way a little bit more, and it all feels a bit more natural. So yes, down there, my bench. This is where I'm going to be making the things. On a Wednesday, I say, it's not the me talking to face camera thing. It's the hands doing stuff down at the bench. Different things. I've still got the Nano dog on the go. I'm still on the lookout when I go shopping and things to see if there's any cool little Lego kits to pick up. Or possibly even a bigger Lego kit like the 4x4 to pick up and get into and start doing again. But today, I'm doing something a little bit different. I have everything prepared except for the kit itself. So you can see what I have collected and see if you can figure out what it is I'm going to be building. While I have a look through the chat and see who's here and who's doing what. Pascal was here obviously well before I even started, so hello Pascal. Then Eric came in and said hello. Ghost Rider is also here, and then along came a Scunfish, because it comes along sometimes, so you know you've got to saying good evening Chris. Yeah, talking about musings and munchings and multitaskings, because they would also work for the midweek, but yeah. Mumbling's not so much, but yeah. Yep, Ghost Rider Skullfish. Spur and Glue is here. Time for the fun. I don't think I organised any fun for this evening, it's just making stuff, but maybe fun another time. You never know, it could happen. Let's see. Quano Man is here, as is Edward. Spur and Glue says the Spider-Man will be here soon. Have you been peeking through my windows again and looking at my new t-shirts? Because that's just a little bit creepy when you do things like that. Ghost Rider says, anyone got 50p, the power's off. You can still use your phone or something. It's got batteries. It's alright. You can come along and watch. Athel's here, after saying that he wasn't going to be here because he's busy on Wednesdays, but then he's here as well, so, you know. Ian Thompson is here, saying, how are we all doing? I'm doing fine, thank you. And yourself? Scaly Models, Dad is here. Hello, hello. So everyone's saying hello to everyone else just as after I went live, so that's all good. That's that. Ghost Rider says it's gone again, or is that your power keep coming and going, does it? Ian says it looks quite breezy there. I'm being shouted at. What? The screen's going blank. The stream just went briefly and done it again. It shouldn't be. I can see the screen over there, and I can see the screen there and the screen there, and it says it's working. Apologies if the connections aren't working, but it says excellent connection. It says, in fact, but I don't know. The stream went briefly and just done it again, says Dad. I see you, Chris, says Osric. It only seems to be blanking out for some people then. Apologies, but it's going out fine from my end, as it were. I can't help but, yeah, hopefully it will still be there. You could rewind and watch back, or I don't know, but it looks quite breezy there, says Ian. Yes, I've got the window open because it's still very warm. And yes, it's a bit breezy, but it's fine, it's nice, it's good. Ian says it looks fine to him. Stream's okay for Quano Man. Scaling Model says F7 didn't it for me, get it back. Is it not F5 to refresh? Is it F7? Did you press the wrong button, Dad? I don't know. You do realise you have to extend the stream tonight, says Eric. Yes, I'm aware that Ted is not around at 9 o'clock tonight. It's quite good in some ways, because this build, I want to get this whole thing done, and I don't know how long it's going to take. I was hoping, you know, an hour and a half is pretty normal for my streams, and I expect it will probably be that sort of time. But with knowing that Ted's not going to be about, I don't have to rush to finish or anything, so I can continue onwards. iPad F7, says Scaling Models. iPads haven't got F7s. What? There aren't any buttons. There's no function keys. I don't know how you manage F7 with an iPad. Anyway, Jacqueline Stevens had to refresh, but fine now. Yeah, so it wasn't my fault at all. It's internet, Google and YouTube, and it's all their problems, not me. It's never me. Right, I shall rotate and put my mouse away and push the button to bring you down to my bench. Now this is what I have prepared. Not this. This is not for the build. This is, well, sort of for me, but for the build, but for me, but yeah. To keep me through the build. Thank you, Quanaman. Very much appreciated still. Bluetooth keyboard, says Dad. Got ya. Right, okay. Yes, so there we go. Quanaman says, I say the stream okay. There's an old furry thing in the middle of the screen. Yeah, that was me. Don't worry about that. Dad's found his caps lock button and turned that off now. Right. So, yes. For this build, this is what I have prepared. I have a stick, a couple of screwdrivers, a file, and some clippers. A cup. Some water. And some table salt. I shall move the water and the table salt out the way because they're fairly big balls. And we don't need them quite yet. So, yes, what I shall be building is another present from my wife. She picked me this up a little while ago, and eventually it turned up for Christmas last year, but turned up recently, but we won't worry about that. It is a saltwater fuel cell engine car. Now, it's sort of, and I know it's not saltwater powered. That's the thing, that they're trying to say it's powered by salt water, but it isn't. It's powered by the metal plates that are in it, that the salt water then acts as a conductive medium, and it wouldn't work without the salt water, but it doesn't mean to say that it runs on salt water, if you know what I mean. But yeah, anyway. So yes, this is what it is. It's not actual size, it says there, but there we go. It's always Chris's fault, regardless if you even had a hand in it or not, says Eric. Thank you very much, yes, very lovely. Spring and Glue says, awesome, they are great. Ah, good, I might need you for some help then, if I have trouble going through and building it. It comes with plastic sprues and tyres and stuff and electronics and, oh look, a pair of tweezers, by the looks of it. But yes, four-wheel drive and twist body, flat or V engine. It says powered by salt water, which is a lie. But we won't worry about that. So, I've already opened the box because I needed to see what I might need. And I flicked through the instruction manual and it confused me, so I stopped flicking. And there we go. It says tools you may need. A cup. I have my Retributor Armour Citadel cup. Salt, stick, cutter, screwdrivers. I haven't got a flathead screwdriver to hand here, but I've got a crosshead and I can find one if I need. But yeah, there we go. It doesn't say you need any water, but you know, yeah. Ian says, so is the salt water used to create a battery? Yes, I believe that's the way it works. I haven't done one of these before, so I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming that is probably the case. In here as well we have an empty box. Right. Some stuff. We've got some normal model making traditional sprues of various colours and types, and I've cleared a bit of the bench, so I've got a bit of room. So we've got two white, one transparent blue sprue. We have rubber tracks by the looks of it. I should have got a knife. I didn't get a knife. One knife. Didn't say you needed that. Put that out of the way so there's no stabity danger. Connection gone again, says Ghost Rider, but it's saying it's fine on my end, so hopefully it's alright for everyone else. You might have to refresh. It's not my fault. We can blame Ted. Yes, rubbery tracks we have here. That's saying it's gone again. Still here on my end. I can't help, unfortunately. It should be a good build. Hopefully we're still there for most people, and if it does disappear for you, try refreshing or reloading or trying to come back. But there we go. This should be epically entertaining or epically horrifying. Yes, it's going to be epic. One of those things. Yeah. Right. I'm just opening stuff now, so I'm not going to open any of these bags. We've got a motor. We've got some gears, a screw and a bar. We have plates, which are going to be sort of the electronic anode and cathode, no doubt. And we've got other plate there, right? Put them over there. We've got more gears. Oh, a little water squidgy thing. Oh, and gears already on posts and bars and things. So, yep. Right. So yes, that's what we have. No problems here, coming through at 1080p, as it should be. That's how I'm streaming. I would stream in 4K, but I think that would confuse people. And my bench cam isn't. Although this cam is, it could be, but no, not, yeah. YouTube don't like streaming in 4K, they get cross and, yeah. But there we go. I'm back on the iPad, says Jacqueline. No issues here, says Eric. All good here, says Mark 3B. Stream fine for me, Osric. It seems like half of you are having trouble and half of you aren't, but sorry. Do let me know if there is a problem, because I'll double check and make sure that my little picture of the stream is working, but, you know. Yes, so there we have mechanical parts list, plastic part list, mechanical assembly, how it works, how to play, troubleshooting. So, yes. Alright, yes, so we have, let's have a look. We've got, yeah, the motor. Don't connect the wires to the mains, it says. Yeah, don't plug this teeny tiny little motor into electronic plug sockets, because it won't end well. Just don't do it. So we have that. We have a yellow pinion gear. That's the tiny little one there. Yep. We have a gear, yellow. Yes, we do. I can't turn the page. Did you get the robot one as well, says Sprue and Glue? I got a robot one that was like solar powered several years ago from my daughter. But I've already built that before I thought of doing it as a live stream. So, yeah, but I might pick up something similar, depending on how this one goes. Depends on what the midweek makings, how it progresses. Athel says the sound is not good, so it keeps restarting and refreshing, then go through the whole system again. Again, the sound here should be fine. I'm peaking in the right area, in the right place, so it should be okay. I have gear red, yes, I do. I have round shaft in there. I have a screw, yes, in there. Gear with shaft. Gear with shaft with pinion. Gear with shaft. I got, yes, gear with shaft. Gear with shaft with pinions. And 2 crown wheel gears. Yep. Right. We have in here. We have an air cathode, which is black, which looks like probably that one. I don't know. It bends, so I don't know. Non-woven fabric, spare part 1 piece, and magnesium sheet, spare part 2 pieces. So yes, there seems to be a few bits in there, so we'll worry about those as and when we get to it. Plastic dropper, not forgetting the plastic dropper, which isn't for plastic, it's for water. It's a water dropper, but it's made of plastic. So yeah, I don't know how you call that what, but yeah. Right, let's have a look. YouTube probably all down as a new game update. Call of Duty 5 up, right, so the internet's going to be slow for everybody. Yeah. But yes, everyone's here, you're welcome. If you're watching and not in the live chat, then get in the live chat, because that's where fun happens. There's no fun here, or very little fun here. But the most of the fun is down in the live chat. So find the bottom of the YouTube, or the side of YouTube, and make sure you can find the live chat. Sign in, say hello. Because, you know, I know there's 29 of you watching, but I don't see 29 different names in the chat. So come in and say hello. Eric says it's buffered, but it's just refreshed and it's okay. 5760 Scale Models is back here again. Hey, I haven't seen you for a little while. Welcome. Lewis is here. Are you home yet? Or you're on the road? Lewis has been on holiday. He's been to E-Models. I bought all the things, but he's keeping it a secret. I'm on the Big Zelly for Model Making Mayhem. Cool. So yes. Right. Well, she'll start, as ever, of course, with step 1. Mechanical assembly. It looks like we're starting off with some of these. It's going to just use numbers and things now, isn't it? P3 and 5. I don't know what. I don't remember what they were. P3 is the yellow gear. P5 is the shaft. So let me open this one. I shall get out the yellow gear and the shaft, keeping hold of the pinion and the red gear. I don't know why some of them are built and some of them aren't. It's very strange that some of them should be built on, you know, on pinions and some of them aren't, but there we go. I won't worry, it's fine. Plastic monkeys here. Hi all, good evening. Lewis has just got home, Model Making Trucker. Cool, glad you had a safe journey back. Right, there we go, that's that. I put P3 on P5. It won't stay because it moves around a lot, but there we go. I also need P6, which is gear with shaft. Oh, that one's in a sealable bag, that's interesting. So there's that one. and P4 goes on that. That's the red. So we've just got the yellow one. I'm going to get the yellow one out. So a yellow one and the screw I shall get out so we haven't got the bag floating around. I'll keep them just there. They can look after the brandy, that's fine. So that is like that, and that goes on there like that. And it looks like we need one of the parts from the plastic as well. We need A2 as well as P8, which is a crown gear with shaft. I'll get all the bits ready and then put them all together and see how it works. So that's that. Right, I need A2. I'm assuming this has got a big A written on the side of it. So I shall use my traditional model maker cutters to take off A2. Obviously this is not going to be painted or weathered or in any way anything done with it apart from cutting off a sprue, filing off any serious nub marks, and then just slapping it together. Yeah, so I'm not overly worried about neatness, it's just about how I'm making sure it fits together properly. So there we go, let's have a look. Graham had a problem with his fire stick, but it's all good on normal YouTube, don't know why. Everyone's okay, good. Right, that's okay. So let's have a look at holding this in that way round like it is in the picture. If you can see the picture, you can sort of see the picture. Right, so that one is going that way round on there. Looks like there, is it? Sort of there-ish. There's one up from that. That's just long enough to fit in there. So yeah, that goes in there. We have the P8. Yes, crown gear with shaft. That way round in there. Okay, so far so good. That one that we created there goes above this that way round. Okay. And then a P7, which I didn't get out, obviously, because that would have been too easy getting all out and forgetting that there was one more that I needed. Which is going to go across there. So that's going into that with the... No, the other way around. That way around. So all of that gears together. So we've got basically big reduction gears and everything that... I don't know why it's got two different speed... I won't worry about why. I'll just do it like what it says you should do it. Lewis prefers an audience. Going to watch it later as it keeps dropping out as Ghost Rider. Yeah, apologies for that, Ghost Rider, but thanks for popping in, and we shall see you later. I won't know you're watching later, obviously, but yeah. Prime Time Modelling is here. Good evening, Phil. Everyone else is okay. Chris fell over. That or YouTube being a thing. YouTube's being a thing. It's not me. I'm lovely, but YouTube's a thing. Right, I need the motor. We're getting in quick with the electronics, aren't we? I literally have no idea, not having built anything quite like this before. I've got no idea how long it's likely to take to build, if it will work, or anything really. So it's nice that Ted's not about tonight, because if I overrun, it doesn't matter. Right, that with that, the little blobby pinion needs to go onto the motor, and it says to push it down all the way. So we're going to push that down flush. There we have that. I like motors. When you turn motors by hand, you can feel the little individual sort of little clicks. Not so much clicks, just feeling little magnet pull as it goes around in little stages. So that goes onto the top there. Okay, so that just clicks in there, just like that. So that connects it to the red, which then is connected to the yellow, which is connected back up to the white and down to this white, which has got the thing, and that's connected. Stuff going in all different directions for some reason whatsoever. It says push it in straight, don't have it at an angle. It's in straight, it's fine. I figured that was probably how it had to go, so it's gone in like that. That's okay. Right, now I need more bits. We need A3. I wonder why I started with 2. I don't like it like that. Why start with 2? Why not label it so the first part you're going to use is 1? It's just annoying starting it with 2. And there's 4 number 1s. Yeah, just Arr. Right, then we've got C's and A5, which is this bit here. It does say in the instructions, don't take them all off at once. Take them off when you need them. Don't take them all off at once, it says. Must have seen me before. Athol blames the weather in England, and the sooner it's back to normal like we have here in Scotland, it should be okay. What? Because it's warm and we haven't got rain. Is that what you mean? So I'm just sanding off again, just in case they impact the assembly of it in some way. There we go, that's that. Chris, what you broke? I didn't break anything, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I can see it's still working. Look, I can see my hands wobbling around and stuff, and the picture up there like 5-10 seconds behind doing exactly the same thing. So it's YouTube that's being a problem. I can only apologise for YouTube being a problem. My wife is coming up to watch me live because it keeps cutting out on the iPad, so we'll see how that works out. Right, so we've got this going onto there. So that goes onto there. It's got to go through there, and everything else should still be lined up. We'll see. I didn't think about this, but there's no mention of glue or anything. So I'm assuming everything is just a good push fit. I mean, you can do Bandai kits with just push fit, so in theory it's possible. It's going together, but it's not exactly holding together. That might be what these other bits come in for, though. We'll find out in a minute. Get that done there. As Paige and Connor would say, squish. So there we go, that's that. You can turn it, it does things. Alright, so things are happening. This is, what is that, 5. That goes over that bit on the back there, like that. So that will help to hold it together, because that's got two sides of a circle to hold things together. Hello.
You think it's cutting out?
Apparently, yes, but it doesn't, but yes.
Don't argue with me, it's cutting out.
I need B3, C5 and C5 as well, so that's this must be C. This is indeed C. So C5 and C5, I shall grab those. If you're up here, you've got to say hello to everybody.
Hello?
You have to say it a bit louder than that, they can't hear you.
They don't want to hear me, they want to hear you.
Say hello.
Hello?
We'll see if they reply, they might.
Literally cut out.
It's only cutting out for some people, not cutting out for everybody. B3, there we go, that's that one there. Cool. Dad Scaling Model says, hello Gemma and Katie. Obviously heard you again. She's gone now. Lewis says, hello Gemma. Ian says, pardon. Plastic Monkey says, hello. Shane says, hello Gemma and Katie. So people are talking to you, you can't ignore them. I won't turn the camera around, but the microphone works.
You don't turn the camera out. I can't even get out of it if I wanted to.
Right, so that goes on there like that. Over there. Like that, cool. And the 5s go, oh there's little blobby things that goes over. So that's what holds it all together. And it makes it look cool because it's coloured. Quano Man says, hi Gemma. Ghost Rider, I thought he'd gone, but he hasn't. He says, hello Gemma, and waves. Mayhem says, hi Gemma. Eric says, hi Gemma. Graham M says, hello Mrs. Chris. Jacqueline says, hi Gemma and Katie. 5760 Scale Model says, hello. Mayhem says, Mrs. Chris, otherwise known as the boss. I don't know about that.
Oh, that's true.
Gemma gets to watch the stream in 3D. Right, that's that bit. I've done that, sorted, and it doesn't look anything like a car. I must admit, it really just doesn't. But you know, and it's just showing me from the side how it goes together, which is just how I've done it. So that's okay. Less instructions than I thought there was because it's duplicates of bits that I've already done. Right. Now we have more things. C2, B17, C1 and B17. So C1 and C2. Again, we've used 5 already, so I don't know why that wasn't 1. But these have got plus and minus on them, so that's obviously telling you how the which direction you've got to put the salt water in and make it connect. I don't know how that works. B, 17 and 17. Are they both the same? They shouldn't give parts the same number unless they're the same thing. I know that they are the same thing, but they're not because they're different. There's 2 of them. Don't like being heckled while I'm watching. Don't mind heckling in the chat, but the heckling in real life, it's not doing it for me. It's very quiet heckling, so you lot can't hear it. But it's there, trust me.
It can physical if you want. I'll turn your fan off, it's doing my foot in. I'll turn it down. Christopher.
Isn't there a clear bit? Dead favourite is colour. No, I don't think it is, but no, I didn't choose the colour, it's just how it came along. Eric says, if Gemma gets in the way or becomes annoying, you can just turn around and show her your shirt.
Doesn't resemble a spider, I've told you that.
I've still got this here. I'll put that there.
Buggle.
Alright, let's get on with the build. We've got B17 that goes that way around.
Katie.
C2 is the one with a plus on it. Which is the one with a plus in it, not the one with a minus in it.
Move that thing now before I chuck it. Quitter.
It's got to go in there, like that. And then we need the bit with the red bit.
You sided your father and you're in trouble. Move that spider now.
When you got to move it, she didn't say where you got to move it
No,
to.
away from me.
I did move it away from you.
No, I can still,
can't
no.
see any-
Yes, I can.
It's upside down.
The red one, that goes in there, in the plus, as you'd imagine, because it's the red one.
Move it out of my side.
So that goes over there like that.
No.
This is the one with the minus one on it. So the minus bit goes over there.
Katie,
And the black one goes on there. Can you stop screaming in the cheap seats, please?
take the bloody spider away then.
Is that far enough away?
It's not a real spider, it's a model.
I tried showing her, but she freaked out.
You'll get a slap.
There you go, I'll put it away.
No, I can still see it.
Ah, what a shame.
I don't anymore, it's fine.
Ba -ba -ba.
Get the corner of it.
Higgling from the cheap seats, yes, absolutely.
Can't put any more.
Take it out.
Athel's got to go as the wife has returned from shopping laden with bags of stuff. Stuff's always good. Sprue and Glue realised Chris does a lot of chat twaddle. I mean, personally or reading it? Both applies. Gemma, can you throw something at Chris so we know you're there and you don't have to talk on the mic? No, because it might hit something dangerous and expensive.
Move that spider.
Those is Adel. She won't throw anything, just slap him on the head. She can't reach. It's fine. Mayhem says the background argument. A lot of problems rolled into one. Hope they find the causes. Sounds like Gemma's after putting a hex on the spider. Ow. I might have to ban her from the room. That might be the safest answer.
Keep the spider to yourself.
I need 16. B16s.
Yo, get to the bang. I hit you with a bottle. Don't side.
Violence live on the telly.
It's not on the telly. It's on YouTube.
It's on some people's tellies.
It's on the internet.
It's on some people's tellies.
Well, that's the
Someone said they had it on the big telly.
And the internet's naff tonight anyway because it keeps on crashing. That's the only reason I've come up here.
And it crashes
Yeah,
for
mine
some
said
people.
so.
Some people are watching fine without any trouble at all. But you know,
Christopher, shut up and
fine.
do it.
I'll just put this together on here. I don't know where the wire is to go. Oh, the wire goes out through that slot. Right. So that goes round there. That comes out there, and then that connects on the top. Almost like they planned it that way. So we've got that little blob that says plus on it, but doesn't actually have any power in it because it's only an end of a wire. That one goes on there. once again with the wire coming out the end. Like that. There we go. Squish. Not squishing together, that one.
Echo, I thought we're the only one having problems.
Spear and Glue says, picture of Spider-Man, please sort out the cheap seats. It's not even cheap, they're free seats. They didn't charge any entry at all. Scaling Models has refreshed about 20 times up till now. It's not my fault, I apologise, but it's not my fault.
Yes, it is.
Phone seems okay, don't know why the TV's being a goon, says Mayhem. It's probably major internet suppliers things. Shane says, it's good to know Gemma's upstairs. Does that mean she's having a good day, I hope? She's been out in the garden as well, doing gardening, for longer than she realised she was out there for. But then she came in and had a nap, which she'll deny in a minute.
No.
That's that. Connecting modules done. Sorted. Right. Step 5. B7, B10, C6, A7, A8, B30. I need lots of bits for this one. I won't worry about that. B7. I don't remember what B7 was. What did it say something about B7? Oh, is that sort of thing, isn't it? It's a B. So it's B7. It's the one with the 7 on it. Yay. Scaling Model says, now when I have to refresh, I get lumbered with an advert, for crying out loud. Yes, watch the adverts all the way through for all. Each and every advert you get. Thank you very much. You get to watch about 2 minutes of me building stuff for over the course of an hour and some adverts. Yeah, that'd be fine.
Chris, can I stop your fan turning? It's doing my foot in.
Can you stop my fan turning? I can stop my fan turning, yes.
No,
I'll stop it when it's not pointing at you, though, because that'd be the best way of doing it.
Yeah, it's just.
Well, I can't stop it while it's turning. It's turning. I have to. I'll be back with you in a minute.
It's doing my foot in. That's fine. It's off the foot now.
I stopped it.
Yeah, it's fine. Thank you. Something nice.
Right. So we're getting this 10 off of here. That one. I think I've got them all now. Why has it not come off? It has. There we go. Right, so that was that. 7 was that one there, which goes together somehow. That one's got a little cut out bit on it, like what that says. And so is that. So that's convenient. That's going to go on there like that. This is obviously the engine block, which ordinarily would be doing stuff, but this one's actually just going to prevent it from doing stuff. So yeah. Right. I also need C6. 5, 6. There we go. C6, like that. That way, I don't know why it's got a picture of that. That's okay. It's like that, but it's not like that at all. It's like that. Maybe like that. Okay. I also need 4 of these: A7, A8, and B13s. 13. There we go. We got 4, but I've got 8 of them. Okay, we'll not worry about counting too high. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we get some counting with Chris in there as well. Just in case Connor was still watching. Don't know, Connor, does Connor watch this one? Because they've just got back from holiday, so they're probably tired. But it is earlier in the evening as well, so he might, I don't know. Now, as these are going to be pistony moving things, I better make sure they haven't got any nubs on them, so I'll get rid of them. So how have you all been, everybody in the chat land there? Model Making Mayhem says, I think it's something to do with the broadcast because I just popped onto a normal video on the YouTubes and it seemed to be running okay. Yeah, but I don't know because, yeah, I can't see. I don't know.
It cuts out. It's black.
Okay, but apparently it's not working on Gemma's phone, so you know.
It needs to be refreshed.
That's that, and that, right. Then I need the A7 and A8s. 7s and 8s. There's the 7s and there's the 8s. So let's get 4 of each of them. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Count along if you like. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll put these somewhere else because otherwise I'll get them confused and won't know which one's which. 3, 4. Why are they not coming off? Oh, because I cut the bottoms of them ones and the tops of them ones. I'm going to need them later anyway. I deliberately did that to save time later on.
Pay attention. Less brandy.
More brandy, that's the answer, yes. Yeah.
No. You, alcohol, sunshine, do not mix.
It's affected most live streams all day, says Frungloo. Thank you very much. The telling me that it's not my fault. Much appreciated.
No, it's always your fault.
Other people blame me all the time, and it's not my fault.
It's your fault, it's your stream.
That goes on there like that. And then that one goes on the top. So they are different because these have got little blobs and these have got little holes. So they've got to go together like that, which gives us that wobbly bit. I'm not mentioning anything about wobbly bits. Another one, 2. What comes after 2? 3. Nearly 3. 2.5. 3. And the last one, 17.
The mattress is falling off the bed.
Why are you falling off the bed?
Oh.
Don't fall off the bed, that's bad. The floor's quite a hard place to land. Don't do it.
I forgot my
Right, these go into there. They go in there, and then that clips on there. Oh, okay, I've got you. I understand that bit. That goes on there like that. And another one goes in there
Oh, it's gone again.
and clips on there like that. Another one goes in there and clips on there like that. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to do this all over again on the other side, because that's the way these things happen. So these are the sort of the engine type things. Oh, I've just seen that they're different. They should all be going up, and I've got 2 of them, right? Turn that round and turn that one round as well, if I can get it off. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's that all done. Almost. There we go. So as that goes round, that'll make 2 of them go up and 2 of them go down, and they'll go in and out on their own. Assuming that one moves. That one doesn't move. Why's that one jammed up? That one's jammed up for some reason. I'm going to pull them all out because I think that's probably the easiest way of putting them back together again. That one might not have been squished enough. Squished all the way now. I think easier to put them on there like that anyway, and then feed them into that. Trying to do it the other way is just being awkward for the sake of awkwardness. That looks a bit like that. Then we need B2 and B9. That's A. I don't need them from that. Jacqueline's turned the TV off. My iPad keeps freezing. Is that which one was working then? Was one of them, or what? I don't know. YouTube hits it all day due to Call of Duty 5 game updates. So everyone's been updating games, and that means the internet's dying, and YouTube uses a lot of bandwidth because it's the video on the internet. So yeah, that seems to be the problem with the internet all day. I've been watching some videos on YouTube. I haven't had any trouble, but it might be streams rather than videos might be more of a problem. Streaming is a bit more bandwidth intensive. So that's got to go in there, and that's got to go on there. So that's going to hold that in place, and this end is going to do the same but bigger. So yeah, we got that sort of goes round, and they'll go in and out like that. So in a real engine, the bit inside would be making them explode in sequence, which pushes them out, which drives this round. But this is the other way round, in that it's powered by the fuel cell, and it's making this go round for the sake of it rather than for actually doing anything. So yes, that was that. Now I've got to do the same again with the other ones. Oh, that's why they've got to be on one side or the other, because the other side needs to be the other side or another. If that's my wife sending me a message from sitting over there next to me.
No, it's blooming well not.
No, it isn't.
You cheeky git.
Might have been.
No, I'll slap you if I want you.
We're not promoting violence on this stream. I might have to make some sort of declaration to YouTube if there's violence or abuse. It might affect the monetization of this video. I can get these bits off now because I'm going to need them in a minute. So that was that. I need the other big blue bit, don't I? Big blue. Sprue and Glue says slap him Gemma, but I thought you were on my side. That's not nice, no. Don't need to promote violence, it's bad. The blue piece is a cylinder block, the white parts are the pistons, connecting rods and the crankshaft. Yes, in a real engine, that would basically be the size and shape of it. But this one's sort of a reverse engine, because this bit isn't providing the motive force, this is accepting it and moving because of the power created by the other bits. But yeah, if it doesn't work properly, I'll take this bit off and then it should work better. Not many things work better when you take the engine away. Right, that's one, two.
Down again.
What?
Down again.
Down again?
Yeah, it gone off again.
Stop trying to watch it then. I thought you came up here to watch it live, so you didn't have to watch it on that.
No, I've got the chat up on here.
Ah,
So the
I've got the chat up on here as well.
Well, I can't read the chat from here, can I?
Ghost Rider said had a big moth loose in the house last night. How big? It's like 3 foot wide or something. Mayhem just gave his router a kick, literally. Did it help? Well, you're still on the internet, so it must have done something. I don't know if it actually helped though.
You shake things and shout at them and yeah, they start working again.
Not normally, no. People that are normally good with technology don't actually physically abuse things, hit them and shout at them and kick them and swear at them. It's one of those things that people do and say, oh, it made it all better, but actually it made it all worse.
No, it helps.
This is why you're not good with technology, darling.
Pay off.
Right, you got that. Now we're putting this on. Oh, this goes over the top. Ah, it goes over there and over there as well. So it actually joins it all together. And this is how you convert it from being the inline to the V-block. I've got you. I understand now. Makes perfect sense, because that's the inline block. As the pistons go round, bits go in and out from different sides, or you can twist it and make it the V-block, and it should still do much the same thing, although it is a little bit sticky. So the cat was enjoying it, apparently. I don't know why that was. Katie, sit down and watch the live show, says Sprue and Glue. I think she's being shouted at. I don't know why she's being quietly shouted at. Right, I've already done that. I skipped ahead and did things before the instructions.
Because I want a drink and you won't go get me one. I haven't had that downstairs yet.
I made you a cup of tea before I went online.
I haven't got a cup of tea.
Right, this bit goes that way round. Into there, and oh, that connects directly onto that. I got you. So that is geared down, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. It's only a bit of a problem. Yeah, there you go, look. Pistons going in and out and up and down and round and corners and stuff. It's sort of working, that's okay. So that goes on there, that was step 7. Step 8, B11. That's A. B11 is the triangular thing. It says make sure you get it the right way up. So obviously, make sure you get it the right way up. So So that's going to be holding this in place. Oh, it just goes over these 3 things with those 2 pointing upwards. So that goes on there, just like that. Cool, that just stops that from sliding off of the post. Cool, right, there we go. That's that, done that on there. It's on the middle bit as well, it's fine. And it looks like that. Good, yes, right, that's the engine assembly. I don't know like the wobbling bit that does when you try and turn it, but we'll worry about that later. B5 and 6. This looks to be the fuel cell assembly piece. It's got a sticker on it. It's got like a CE warning sticker. Contains water or something. It says manufactured by The Source Wholesale. I don't know what that means. Some sort of don't dispose of in fire thing or whatever. So that goes on there. That's underneath there, and that goes on there like that. Okay, then we need the A4s, not from the B, from the A. Not the 1s, the 4s. How many of them? 4 of them. That's good because I've got 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, once more counting, yeah, 4. I know you like the counting bit really. They go on the NZ. Oh, that's what holds that together. That's okay, I like that. That's alright, that does the job. Need something to hold it all together.
This room is not big enough.
Just stay on the floor, then you can't fall over.
And that. Ah, I dropped a bit. There it is, I see it. Nobody panic.
You're full.
No, he's talking to himself. That's all. You've got it called one moment.
Oh, you ought to say about a moment.
What?
You're talking to Katie.
It's a Virgin Media thing, you know, to scaling models. It might be. We have Virgin Media. It's going out okay, so that bit's obviously alright. The coming back bit might be a problem, but yeah. Eric says, hey Gemma, what happens when you kick and smack gross models? Does he start working? I've been working. I've been doing stuff. Look, I've done loads of things.
Definitely.
I've done things. Now we need a screw that goes through somewhere. Through there from the bottom there. Alright. Doesn't really go into anything though, but okay. We'll put the screw in anyway, that's fine. I'm sure it's necessary for something. Does it hold the 2 of these together, sort of? I thought the things on the outside held it together, but oh well.
I know what you're doing.
I don't know what I'm doing, no. Why? Why would I know what I'm doing? I'm following the instructions. The instructions tell you what to do.
You don't follow instructions.
I do. Follow the instructions here. Right, step 10. This is the interesting bit. The bit with the electricity and the magic. Alright, I need these. I don't know if this is one thing or 2 things. I didn't find out. It's only one thing. It's got a black side up and the air cathode goes into C3. Let's get C3. C3. Okay. So I've got C3 like that. And that goes into there. Okay. Cut off these 2 burrs before assembly. What? There aren't any. That was where it was attached to the thing. I've obviously cut them off because that's what you do when you're making models. I'll send them down to make sure there's no extras, but I don't think there is. I think it's all okay. But anyway, right, so that's that, like that. Now we need P11, the non-woven fabric. I think there should be 2 of these in here. And, right, yeah, okay, so we've got a fabric and another thing. They said there are spares, so I'm going to keep those as spares. So this is the non-woven fabric, which lays across the top of that. Okay. Then we have P12 magnesium sheet. It says scratch here before assembly. There we go. I think that's just put to make a good contact. I would assume that that would be the case. So that goes on to the top of that. Okay. Make sure 10, 11 and 12 are placed in correct sequence and position. There's three things. You can't really get them far off the position. They've got to go in the right place and they've got to go in the right order, because that's the order you just told me to do it. So that's quite easy. Now magnesium, I'm aware of, is a very resistant, very active. So C4, put strange words together. What words did you put together, Katie?
I said the books are strangely good.
Strangely good.
Explain why.
No, I said because they're crime mystery thriller books.
Alright, crime mystery thriller books.
So they're strange.
They could be strangely good, yeah. It's good, but you don't know why.
No, I know why, because they're strange.
So they're not strangely good, then they're just good.
No, they're strangely good because they're strange.
Ah, okay.
Go away. I can't have you both doing my head in.
That works for me, I understand that.
Shut
Right,
up.
so this goes on there. That way up.
Stop siding with that.
Fuel plate cell. Okay.
Stop giving me books to read if you're going to complain about each one of it.
It doesn't really hold together, but it just goes together and lays on the top by the looks of that. Okay. Then we've got this with the side view of top view of something else. I don't know what. That's a new part. It's not that part. It just looks a bit like that. It's B14. Not A. B14. It's that one. Okay, B14. Oh, I need the other thing. P8. There we go. Let's get all of that out there. Osric says, I'm picturing Gemma and Katie poised over Chris's shoulders like cartoon characters.
I can't get out of his room easily.
They're not. They're just over there.
I'll watch what you say.
They're going away now. So
I'll be back in a minute.
it's all good. They're going away. Making a lot of noise doing it, but they're going away. Right. Oh, that's going to go in there. I got you. That's why that holds together. That's going to go inside somewhere, somehow, in some way. I'm sure it will, but we'll worry about that later. Right. This is going on to the top of there as a side view. Okay.
His room just isn't big enough.
That goes in there like that. Something like that. But B14 has got P8 going through it like that. And that is going on there like that. I think. It's one of those bigger than the other. It goes on there like that. That looks like that sort of ish. If you get the angles just right. But I also need B12.
Hands, I can't see.
Right. Scott's here, the jump works. Welcome, good evening. Hello, Puffin Master, says Shane. If things are good because they're strange, then I think that makes me right proper flipping brilliant, says Queno Man. Yeah, I don't know about that. Right, that's going on there.
You need to arrange your room a bit.
Like that, but before that goes on there, that's got to go on to there. Oh, that go. Oh, I got you. So that goes deep into there, and that goes around the outside like that. And then that is like that because it's four-wheel drive. Oh, I got you. Right, I understand now. Side view. I've got that clipped down, but it can obviously open up. But I won't do that quite at the moment. Then I need B4 and B4 because there's what's going to hold it together. 4 and 4. There we go. This is why there's no glue required, because little bits pin and push and pop. So they go over and under there. Oh, there we go. Under there and over there like that. Like that, and that one goes over the top in much the same way, but in a harder to reach place. It's looking like it's a good thing that Ted's not here tonight, because I might still be here and he'd be cross. Okay, so that's that. That goes together and that now twiddles a bit for some reason.
Just a little bit on it.
That's that. Connector modules. 112. Right, okay. We've got the one with a minus on it. I expect that's going to go into the one with a minus on it. Like that. And the plus one, guess where that's going to go. Although that's got the wires coming out the top. Let's turn them round then. Okay. Puffins are at work. What? Puffins where what? Hey, what? Sprue and Glue says, Chris, you have to get the robot one. I think I've got the robot one, but it's a solar powered thing. It wasn't water powered. Unless there's a different one. I don't know. So that goes there like that. That goes in that way round. Like that. Ah, okay, because these are where that's going to make contact with. So that goes in there like that, and that should be it. It's not making any power yet, but it should be okay. That goes like that. View shorter and salt fuel plate and connector module to the end. Well, it won't go any further than that because it's all sort of flush. I don't think I like performing in front of a live studio audience. I don't know. There's something not quite right about having the live audience. So that goes down there like that, which does look like that and does look like that. Now I've got to do the tracks. Luckily, all the tracks are sort of pre-assembled. They're not single track pieces. When you said see you later, that wasn't to me, was it?
No.
Oh, I mean, good.
I have another slipper.
Ow, there's violence. Don't do violence on the telly.
Most of
Bad.
the iPads and phones.
Because now people will hear tomorrow that you're not feeling well, or you hurt yourself, or your back hurts, and they'll blame me for the retaliation that I don't do. But it's because you've been doing too much today. I've been out doing the gardening and coming up here and hitting me, and
Should I play the violin strings
it's all
for you
bad
at the
for
moment?
you.
No, it's not. Shut up. Gardening is good.
So that's got to go in there, through there, and then up on there. Somehow.
Chris, gardening is therapeutic. When I do the weeding, I just imagine whoever's peed me off, I'm just ripping their head off.
And so it's not therapeutic while you're doing it. It's the hours and the days after that are the problem.
Getting back to the house after.
Right, so they've gone through there, and then they've got to pop into the holes there, and that makes a complete track. If I can get that one in there. I can't get that one in there. Yes, it will. It will. It will go. It will go. If in doubt, push it a bit harder. There you go. It's gone in. See? Sorted. That's that. Then I need the wheels. Wheel. Somehow that's got to go in there. It says put it in sideways and then twiddle it. It's gone in sideways. The twiddling's working a little bit. There's a bit of twiddling going on. It's not completely twiddled though. It's only sort of half twiddled. Shane says, what did we discuss, Gemma, about having a good day and doing too much? Tut tut. I tried telling her as well, but she doesn't listen.
Well, feel free next time I'm going to do the weeding to say, no, that's all right, babe, I'll go and do it.
No, because you just said you like doing it.
Well, shut up.
And I don't like doing it, so that makes perfect sense. But don't do too much all at once.
I did 2 hours, and that was it.
You didn't realise you did 2 hours, though, and it was actually more like 3.
Oh, shut up.
When you came in and said, I didn't realise it was that late.
I'm not doing any tomorrow. Tomorrow's my relaxing day.
Tomorrow's your relaxing day. Okay.
Well, it has to be. Katie's got dentist. She's going out.
Right. So I'm going to get all the rest of these 3 track bits bent together and twiddled round because I can. If you don't like a live audience, then I think Gemma and Katie could dress up as zombies, says Quano Man.
Rubbish up here.
Have I got rubbish up here? Very loaded question for the moment, darling.
I'll use your box. It's fine. Need to rearrange your room though. Catch you on my bloody foot.
Well, you know when it doesn't catch on your foot?
When I've rearranged your room.
When you're not here.
Give it a rest.
I said that earlier.
Oh, for Pete's sake. What do I say?
Ow! Violence again. Violence. I've got recorded evidence of this spousal abuse.
Yep. It's good fun. Can you adjust your lights? Because I can't see what you're doing on the camera.
No.
The light's reflected on it.
No. Don't huff at me.
Don't try that one.
Give up, Chris. You'll never win, says Dad. Yeah, I know.
What did you just say? That was live on air. You just agreed you'd never win over me.
Not against 2 of them. And there's only one in here at the moment. The other one doesn't mind. The little one's disappeared.
Well, it's your side of you anyway.
And she
always
would
does.
probably side with me, yeah. Because I'm right.
She sides with you when you're here. When you're at work, she sides with me.
Well, yeah, that's a survival trait, that. It makes sense to do that.
Your room to
Why have you brought up 3 books with you?
No, Katie just gave them to me to take down with me. So I can't take them down with me. You'll have to later.
I thought you were settling in for the week.
No! Your room is crap. Now, what you've done to our room. Mate, look.
If Gemma says correct me if I'm wrong, never try and correct her. Watch the little ones, they'll get back at you when you least expect it. Kevin says, sorry I can't watch this, you're freezing every 3 or 4 minutes, getting very annoying now.
Right.
Yeah, it's not me, it's apparently it's a YouTube problem, something to do with Call of Duty having an update and everybody using the internet to watch that, to download that. So yeah, things are not as smooth as I would normally like them to be. Irrespective of the filming being perfectly smooth and normal and not being affected by anything at all.
Give you a proper slapping, isn't it?
I think that's the last bits off this sprue. It is. So I can get rid of that sprue.
You stop chucking stuff at me.
I'm not chucking it at you, I'm just putting it out of the way. So these are going on there. Right, how are these going on there? Just a post. So, it just goes through there. Okay. Oh, these are the bits that sort of rotate to different positions depending on how you want them to fit. Okay. We'll just get them on there then. So far so easy. That's that, and you can have them point in different ways, or even upwards. Why would I draw them upwards? That's just crazy. Okay, well I have them downwards because that make it taller. Then we've got to put the wheels on. Oh, and then we need B15. I don't think I had any more bits, did I? Oh, they're on here. That's why. It's these B15s. So they look like little cogs, but they are separate. Get them off there. And that's the last bits off this sprue as well. So get rid of that. And then these go on there. So that goes on there. Oh, okay, so that's turned by that, and then that turns the other thing. That makes sense to me. That goes on there, but don't clips on. Cool, I like that. The other ones will come off because they haven't gone on there yet. And that goes on there, and then A1. Of course, we're going to finish with A1, obviously, because 1's the one that you can always finish with, isn't it? Could have called it A70, but no, we'll call it A1. That's the last of that sprue.
Christopher.
So that goes in there. Ah, now it doesn't because that's all come off again. Right, let's put that back together. Where's that gone? It's down there. Right, so that goes on there. Then the wheel goes on. Ah, then that bit falls on the floor. I knew that bit fall on the floor. That was deliberate. That's got to go into there. And that holds that on there. Just like that. So, we'll just do the other one there as well then. Same. That's got to go on there. Cool. Then the wheel. Then that little peg to hold it in place. Eric says, where's Lewis and Nat during this? We need a bickering couple live and another one in chat. I didn't say anything. So that goes on there, then a wheel, then a little peg holding it together. Getting the hang of this now, and now I've got none left to do. But, you know. That one on there. Snap. Then the wheel, then the little peg holding it together. Right. So yes, there we have it, all completed and done. So we have a completed little car, but for some reason that goes mental. I don't know about that. So we've got a car that twiddles in the middle. I like twiddling in the middle. That's right. And the wheels turn around.
It's meant to be height adjustable
and
well.
stuff. It's height adjustable because of that's how you put the wheels on. You can put them on the other way up, and then it will be lower. So I put it high as possible. Please pay full attention to the below mentioned before use.
Looks are worse than words.
After a period of time, the salt water will be exhausted, about 15 minutes. The car will begin to get slower or stop. Add a few more drops of salt water to start it again, as in figure 3. Each magnesium sheet can work for 4 hours continuously, then it becomes fragmented. Replace the sheet with a new one to energise the car. The kit includes 3 refills. All materials used in this kit are environmentally safe and clean, no toxic substances or disposal concerns. Oh. How to make salt water solution. I'm guessing it's water and salt mixed together. Add salt to tap water or distilled water at a ratio of 1 salt to 5 water. Okay. Any percentage ratio from 20 to 99% salt water is workable, although the 20% will be the most efficient. Okay, so I have water. I'll put in 5 waters. I have no idea how many waters that is. And I'll put in 1 salt. You can't put a squirt of salt though.
No, it's a water you pour.
There you go. That's about 1 salt. And then I had a stick. Where's my stirring stick? Oh no, I've lost me. Oh, there it is.
That's a snazzy
The
cup.
stick that they said you need. What?
That's a snazzy cup.
It's a snazzy cup.
Yeah.
It's my Warhamster cup.
I've got one like that.
No, you haven't got one like that. They don't make them like this anymore.
Oh, shit. That's nicer.
Do not add salt water outside the non-woven fabric as shown below. How to fill the engine car with salt water. Pull it apart, take that off, and put 5 drops on, not out there. Okay. I've just mixed up some. So, yes, I'm sure that's some salt water of some description. I shall take that off there. Let me just turn the page to make sure it doesn't say, don't do it like that. Really simple, put it together and make sure the polarity of the connection is right. Okay. So, take off that. Take off that. Now you would have noticed before I took it out of the car, the wheels weren't going round, so it wasn't working. So now we're going to power it with salt water. We're not going to power it with salt water. It's being powered by magnesium basically, but the salt water is allowing the magnesium to pass between the anode and the cathode of the battery. So we're putting drops of water on there and making sure that's fully soaked. The magnesium is going on the top. That's going on top of that. Like that. And then that is going in there. And instant-magically, it starts going. Almighty. Something happened. It twiddled. Did you see it twiddle?
It twitched.
There you go, did it.
That's nice.
It says, run your car now. It's these engine bits. I told you the engine bits were rubbish.
It just needs a little bit of help.
It's trying to go, but the engine's just running a little bit rough. So we could either disconnect the engine bit, or just try and make sure that they're pushed in fully and twiddly, and it's like a couple of them are sort of separated a little bit.
I've got a shit spider under there. Oh, shadows is falling, I think. You and your bloody spiders.
So it's sort of trying to work. Either we're not getting very much power out of it, or there's just a bit too much friction in this added engine assembly, or a combination of the two. It's probably a combination of the two. Yeah, these ones are not coming out as well as they should, so I think those ones are the problem. Try and squish them together a bit more. Okay, I reckon if I take the power source out, it's not going to be trying to go anymore. So I can remove that, because that's just rubbish. That just sits on the front. And then, there we go.
Oh, well done.
It works. It does things. It's the engine block that's powering it badly. I had to sand my pistons, says Sprue and Glue. Yeah, that seems like the problem. Because if I remove the pistons, it works. If this don't work, Gemma is at the ready to laugh. Well, that was an anticlimax.
Oh, glad you liked it.
It's like a spider trying to crawl over your hands. Look.
No, because that side's on the floor somewhere.
Yeah, the car moved. It's mayhem. I had to sand my pistons, yeah. Is that what you're calling it these days, says mayhem? Yeah, so this is apparently going to go for about 15 minutes. I'm not going to sit here for 15 minutes letting it run backwards and forward across my hands.
Don't see that thing on the floor.
Yeah. It works. Let's have a quick look at the pistons while we're here. And Ted's not about, so it's okay. Let's try filing down the pistons a bit. Because that will give it a little bit more room to run. So that's 2 pistons done. Let's do the other 2 the other side, and then the other 4 the other side. It might not work. This is just sort of rough and ready. Only filing half of it because I can only get to half of it at the moment. So if we turn the piston around, the other 2 pop out.
Did
both sides.
Should you have filed more properly before putting them on?
He didn't say anything about filing them, it just says snap them together. I did sand off the little nubs from them, but
obviously not properly.
the tolerance of it is just not that great.
Stop blaming your equipment.
Well, I'm not the only one that's had this problem. So let's try that. It feels about a little bit easier, but yeah. Let's try that again. So we'll get that in there, that way round, I think. Is it that way round? It looks like that way round. And then that goes on there like that. And then we'll see. That's a bit easier than it was, I think. We'll see if it starts going with this in it. It might have run out of stuff. It's either run out of stuff or it's still not right. It certainly feels better. Let's re-energise it and see what happens. So we've got to take that off there. Put some more water in there. Yeah, carefully applied. There we go. Yeah, just as good, yeah. It's still trying to go. It's going a little bit better. Yeah, I think a little bit more attention to filing and sanding, taking it apart and actually filing the whole of the assembly would work. So it works better without its engine, which just like real cars. It's quite a lot of torque in it for going. For some reason these wheels are, you can twist them to make them different positions, but to put them all the way up you need to disconnect it and put them on 180 degrees off. So that's the low rider variant, which looks exactly the same from your camera view from the top, but yeah, you have the wheels at different angles. The middle bit twiddles because it can when it goes over obstacles or things, I would expect.
Put your hand there, because it goes over your hand.
It goes over my hand. Yes, it goes over my hand.
It twiddles a little bit.
It'll go over things. There you go. See? So, that was that. Let's just check to see that that is indeed the end. It says about how to clean it. When the engine starts slowing down and stops, reapply a few drops of salt water and scratch oxide from the battery connectors. Because, yes, the way... This is my high school science coming back to me. The way it works is that it actually uses up these metal plates. They are actually being consumed. Yeah, it's all the electrical stuff coming out on that. They're actually being consumed by each other, and the chemical reaction that's going in happening between these plates is what's actually powering the motor. So the water is just a conductor between the two plates to give the electricity somewhere to go. So it's actually converting the material in the plates into electricity, which is then going through the connections into the gearbox, into the power, and making it come out. So the fact that they call it saltwater powered is basically the word I'm looking for is a lie, but I'm sure they put it more nicely because it's, you know, something about education, and in a way it won't go without the salt water, but that's just the same as, you know, your car is powered by petrol, but it won't go unless it's got electricity. But it's not powered by electricity. It sort of is, but it sort of isn't. But it's, yeah. So, yes. That's the end of that build. That was quite good fun. I did enjoy building that. I shall have a little tweak with it and see. This is what happens when you have a co-host off camera that isn't really hosting. Right. Yes, that was a fun little build. I shall try and find some more of this sort of thing to fit in and make the midweek makings a bit different. And so yeah, everyone's doing, you know, model kits and things, and I do the part works of like the Terminator part work leg as a video series rather than doing them live. So this should hopefully just give you something different to watch from time to time. Next week I shall be returning with the dog, which is here. The nano dog, which is 3 or 4 weeks into the build, and we're just getting up to the big head bit. So yeah, that will be next week. The week after, I don't know. I haven't got anything planned for the week after yet. I've got a couple of weeks to worry about it. Worst comes to the worst, I'll find a little Lego kit to pick up while I'm doing the shopping. Or something else, but I'll find something of fun to do. There's things over there, yes. Right, thank you for watching. It's been fun. Don't tune in to Ted's channel in half an hour because he's not doing that tonight. So he may or may not be doing his Baneblade on Sunday as well. He's not sure. He thinks he might be. He's away a bit before that, but might not be back, or might be back and tired, or something. So Sunday, if Ted's not about, I think I'll probably step in and cover for him, but not with the Baneblade or the Warhammer. I think I'll play a game. So I might do that on my channel here or over on the Team Minute channel. So I can subscribe all of them and find out and see, and we will see you somewhere at some point doing something. Shane says that was a great little build, very enjoyable. Sprue and Glue says, and now for something completely different. Monty Python reference. Shane says, at least you know what you had for dinner last week, Athel. I missed that, but there we go.
It's pizza talk.
Ah, right, talking about pizza.
But not what type.
Athel says, yes, Shane, I intended to us to have minced beef and tatties for the week, but women have other ideas. Well, you can have that one day. You don't want to have minced beef and tatties all week. Not all week, no. 2 or 3, 4 nights of the week maybe, but not all week, no. Now it's being human on TV, so more vampires. What do you mean more vampires? I'm not sure what you mean. When I said at the start this will be interesting, I had no idea how mad it would be. Yeah, that wasn't all my fault. That wasn't all the build's fault. It was other influences might have affected the stream somewhat tonight. So yeah. So thank you all for watching. It's been fun. I shall see you tomorrow night. It's an evening with again. So we'll see what happens tomorrow night with an evening with. Then what have we got? Other people doing other things Friday and Saturday and Sunday. Because yeah, I'm looks likely that I'll be about doing a game on Sunday. So keep an eye on channels for that. Monday back with E-models as normal. Then Tuesday not very much, and Wednesday back here doing the dog. You know what's happening next Wednesday. So that was that. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. Do something yourself. Let me know. Join the group, the Gross group on Facebook. I'll put the thing in the chat so you can find it if you need it. Join the Gross group and show me what you've been building, because you know it's all fun when we share and you can see what I've been doing. So it's only fair that I see what you've been doing as well. So stay safe, have fun, and I'll see you tomorrow night for an evening with.
Bye all.
Good night all.